And now we're recording.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's doing the thing where it looks like lines on the audio interface.
Did you turn us on?
Oh yeah.
Don't get that close to the microphone, because then I will have to put ASMR as one of the tags for the episodes, which might actually get us some views.
Right.
We're now
Come listen to our new podcast where we're gonna say fuck.
And because we've reached $25 a month, you get to listen to Galdrian's wet mouth sounds.
Pay us 5 more and we'll make them stop.
Well, that's our new money-making scheme. We're going to be ASMR podcasts from here on out until you guys pay us.
No.
Awkward silence.
Nobody's willing to do mouth stuff when it really counts. But speaking of doing mouth stuff, welcome to the AAP podcast, where our party may be average, but their adventures are not. Yeah, it's not nearly as exciting to say the same catchphrase every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how long it's going to take you to get bored with it.
2. Count them. 2.
I have committed myself to 1 season of it.
Okay.
How long that season is? Who knows?
He's like, well, that's the end of season 3, guys.
Yeah, it turns out.
We are
two episodes.
We are now in season 4.
To be fair, we actually took the Hackmaster method, and we didn't have a season 1. We started with season 2. That way people think we're established and cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wasn't supposed to say that part out loud, but... Anyway.
Some people seem to think you're established and cool.
Well, one of those things is true.
And. Speaking of and, we've got a new fuck you.
We do.
I thought you had an intro for that.
Nah, not
Oh.
this time.
You're just going to throw it to me cold.
Yeah, just...
We're giving it to our expert F-bomb dropper.
I do have a little ad copy that I'm gonna read and start sliding into these episodes.
I'll start sliding into you.
Go on.
Up next, more ASMR? Question mark?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
you read
God.
No, I have this ad copy that I'm going to read, and I want you to know that I refer to you specifically as a professional swearmonger.
Swearmonger. That needs to be a class now.
And the funniest thing, anyone who knew me, before the past couple years, would swear that I would not cuss much.
The fools.
Yeah, the fools in high school. And college.
Swearmonger sounds like a good bard subclass.
I was going to say, that's what a college of insults bard is.
And we should all run it. Just fucks everywhere. All the fucks given.
Isn't that the normal game? Or
Yeah.
Oh.
speaking of fucks,
Cool.
Okay.
we do have another sponsored F-bomb.
We do have a sponsored F-bomb.
Yeah, enough fucking around, you fuckers.
Well, that's
Fuck
the game
that.
for today.
Okay, so Joey Kirkland would like us to politely let Dioc and his bottom from Derps and Dragons to go fuck himself because he put his hands on Mother Earth.
You touched mother.
So that's right, Dioc. Go fuck yourself.
In the bottom.
Sounds like he's already. Which,
In
by
his
the way, I hate to give free plugs to people, but if you don't listen to those guys, what with Derps and Dragons, you really should.
Yeah.
Bunch of funny guys.
Technically, you're not giving a free plug. They paid us.
That's true.
Something like that.
Something.
And we did mouth stuff for money.
Again, Dioc, go fuck yourself.
And on that note,
C? Was that note C?
I don't know, was it?
No, it was D.
I was gonna say, no, clearly it's F.
For fuck.
So
that was an F.
Awkward segue. Now.
So let's see. What happened last time, you guys?
We argued.
We got Dr. Philomena.
And we argued.
And we
Yeah, that
didn't-
was about it. You know,
we
no
didn't
important
die.
information.
We
anyway.
established that Philomena is, in fact, not a ghost. She is a class 4 roaming vapor. We spoke with, or she spoke with
Nameless.
Nameless, and got a little bit of info, and we kind of got some more info from Nameless about the situation in the Centaur lands. We got some leads about where we might be able to go. Iocus still has some buddies that are still around and are the chiefs of their respective clans.
Iocus is going into withdrawals from punching things.
We've established that the weather patterns that have been scientifically described as fucky may be our way to solve problems that the Centaur clans will come to respect us. We were given the Carpenter and Smith clans has two that may be willing to work together, but they have also had their own differences. So we definitely need to figure out what's going on with the weather. And in order to do that, we're going to need to talk to a little old flame of Iocus's, and his entrails are going to become X-trails, and then she's going to heal them, and they're going to be entrails again, and then they're going to be X-trails again until they work it out.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we'll pick up. Iocus stretching out what should be just after dawn. The sky is full of black clouds and lightning.
At least it matches the mood of who we're going to talk to.
I'll wait for you.
Nameless kind of reaches back and pats Thea on the head.
Morning? Is it morning?
He pokes his head out and says, "Technically?"
You're warm. I don't want to get up.
He just stands up.
She's probably draped on his back,
Yeah,
actually.
the blanket goes with him.
Like I said, she's probably draped on his back, so,
Thea-
she's still...
Thea goes with blanket.
Yeah.
And he's, "You're going to have to get up eventually.
No.
I would shake you off, but I'm afraid that weird eyeball of yours would shoot me."
Yeah, he probably would. Okay, I'm awake. She just sits up.
Gives a whole new meaning to the stink eye.
He's protective, okay? He is my best buddy. And he happens to be an eldritch abomination.
Yay.
Hey, he's not going to disintegrate me.
Nameless says, in the past, there were people among the tribes who they believe they had some kind of divine connection. So I don't judge as long as he doesn't shoot me with that thing.
He won't shoot you with the thing. You won't shoot him with that thing, will you, Sabathiel?
You get the celestial equivalent of a shrug.
Only if the fucker deserves it.
He's not going to shoot you, I promise. If he does, I'll be very, very mad at him.
You'll still be dead, but I'll be upset.
I appreciate it. He, make sure you get down before shaking the blanket off. Gathers up.
It's a bit of a...
Neville is hanging on. At some point during the night, he came and got
Neville
in.
crawled in on the other side.
So you just hear, whoa!
Oh, sorry, Neville. And he leans down to give you a hand.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't want to disturb you when I came to sleep last night. I was up late.
I was out. Trudging through the snow is tiring.
I'll tell him. So watch past uneventfully, but in the middle of the night, in case it helps your weather graphing, we got crazy, crazy winds, and now this, as he looks up.
Interesting. Storms. Storm.
So, question for the group. How is Mr. Tall Tall over here going to walk in this storm? I mean, he could be a lightning rod.
I'll manage.
I think it'll be fine. I don't see any lightning striking. It's just running along the sky.
I mean, to be fair, there's 3 of you who are tall.
They're taller than me.
Yeah, but you're still a tall thing on a plane.
But lightning won't, I'm okay. It's mostly, well, I really don't care about you, but
Thank you.
I mean,
That's the
seeing as
nicest
how
thing you've said.
I need you in order to not disappear.
All right, so we'll pack up camp and start heading out towards the clan grounds. I will start talking to everybody actually. So, Random was mentioning. I'm sorry, an expert in the field that y'all don't know was mentioning that each of y'all are here for a reason, and that reason may be tied up in this problem that we're having. What are some of y'all's thoughts? What is it y'all are looking for? She never said.
The Thimblewick family has been tainted with infernal blood.
I've been dealing with those.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, I will become a...
Tiefling? Don't say tiefling.
Great news, I'm not going to say tiefling.
Oh, thank God.
I'll become a devil.
Oh, shit.
This is why you don't interrupt people.
Well, on the bright side, you did not say tiefling.
And I seem to recall getting a premonition that, and you can see that his eyes are kind of starting to redden a little bit. Premonition that there's an artifact here. I need it.
Neville, down.
I don't know. I kind of like them better that way.
And his eyes start fading back. It's like...
Some of us like having our hearing, though.
I need it to find my true name and be able to rid myself of this curse.
What were you needing? You got an angel on your shoulder.
Yeah, funny thing about that, apparently our bond is kind of illegal, and
I'm used to that.
and since Sabathiel's been getting more powerful, he's eventually going to catch someone's notice. Because they banished him for some reason he hasn't told me, but, there's nothing being vague about it. And, well, eventually he's going to get called back to the Astral Sea, and I'm going to end up going with him. And apparently Celestials are assholes.
Yeah, I had some friends who fucked around with the Astral Sea. They said they broke everything and came back, so it's probably not something you want to mess with.
But they broke everything and came back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that not normal?
No. The Astral Sea breaks you. And again, Celestials are assholes.
That seems to be the running theme. So, what about you, Smiley?
Smiley.
Because of all the smiles.
Huh.
It was better than gassy.
You're never going to let that go, are you?
Oh, just last episode.
Yeah, right.
Oh, what's that fourth wall?
So apparently my armor is cracking,
Hmm.
and once it breaks, I disappear. So I'm supposed to find, I don't remember, it was like screaming flux.
Okay.
Some kind of liquid metal to repair this armor.
So, Nameless.
I'm just here because my tribe abandoned me and I'm on my own.
Along with your father?
I wasn't asking that.
Oh, I thought we were just sharing. So.
No. I'm not going to say I don't care. I do, son. I really do. But more importantly, if we're looking for some type of mystical flux, some type of book, and a true book of true names, is there any old magical places that in your travels you might have come across in any of the, or heard rumors about, or anything? So maybe lost civilization or anything like that. Well, not right here.
Well, no, but in the plains?
Yeah, in the plains. I mean, as long as I know, it's always been centaurs, but
I mean, as far as I know, yeah. I mean, when a tribe takes over, they tend to erase all existence of the previous tribe, so I wouldn't say there are any freestanding structures that haven't been here for a generation or two.
hence the need to talk to the spirits. Because only the dead.
It
would
was
be able-
an exorcist that put me in this armor.
Hmm.
I was living the good life before, or the good undead life.
So you
sucking
were
souls?
sucking souls and killing centaurs, I guess?
Well, no, the centaurs was when I was alive.
Where'd you die at?
So you abandoned your son.
Yeah, we've already gone over that.
Yeah, it's old news. We're good.
So how close are we to your mother?
She's probably... We're here. She's probably 3-4 days to the southwest.
So we should get moving.
We've been moving. I said as we moved out, and I was talking as we were going.
Oh, well,
I know you're on a different astral state, so maybe it all looks the same to you. I don't know.
Are the two short people riding the centaur?
Probably.
Okay.
If you'd like to keep pace with the tall folks.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to manage that.
Yeah, Nameless, like, he was real reluctant at first, but over the time you've gotten to know him, he doesn't mind.
He's more happy to have people to talk to.
I like to think that Neville makes for a good elemental ward of sorts. Like if lightning looks like it's going to come down, he can just like, welp, and little
Neville just holds up a tiny middle finger and the lightning goes away. Yeah, you guys walk and walk. Nameless is happy to engage you in whatever conversation you want to talk with him about, but otherwise, just keeps an eye out.
I think as we go, I will try and get more details about what his life has been like. Not plumbing for strategic details, just trying to get to know him a little bit.
Yeah, he tells
now you want to be a good father.
he tells you, pretty much he lives on his own. And we'll say over the course of a couple of hours, he tells you about how occasionally, if he knows there is a more friendly tribe in the area, he can sneak onto their land and sometimes be mistaken for one of their youths, and he's allowed to either get food or steal harvest or something like that. But for the most part, he lives on his own. He has for a little while now.
I'll have you know, Iocus subscribes to the boy named Sue fathering mentality.
Well, you never gave him that name, did you?
No, I did not. No, that's good because I want him to be strong and self-reliant. So, good deal. I'm also keeping an eye out to see if anything changes across miles and miles of plains.
You guys can give me a wisdom check with any backgrounds relevant to perception.
It's going to be a 20. Dirty 20, not nat.
I got an 18.
Okay, 18, 20. Thea. Oh my, that's a
I
5.
rolled a 1.
Oh no. Thea,
You're like, intrusion.
Thea, as per usual, is just nose in book.
Well, that's okay because Neville's got it. I rolled a 19 on the die, and just adding my level makes that a 23. My wisdom. I guess these character sheets don't have the stat block on them.
No, that's why.
We just add our level.
Yes.
So,
I know
because
you
we
have
are
a
just
background
temp
there.
characters.
For those
Perfect.
listening, the guest characters are using. They're not player characters, and they have their own set of stats. So, in lieu of having ability scores, they are adding their levels to their dice rolls.
I don't really have anything that applies, so I'll just keep it at 23.
23.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it could be better.
Yeah. So the two of you, which is to say Iocus and Neville, you see off in the distance some centaurs. The colors that they're wearing are indicative of a particular tribe that Iocus knows. They're the Sunlight Hunters.
Okay. For my knowledge, were they friendly with me or not?
So, coincidentally, or not, the only tribe that you were not at least cordial with, that tribe has been taken over and destroyed
Oh,
by
fantastic.
Cassars.
I mean, oh, dang.
So the Sunlight Hunters, you are actually very friendly with their chief. He was a hunting buddy of yours, and actually is the one you left. One of the ones you left your son's grooming in charge of. Yes.
Okay.
So you guys see them off in the distance.
Well, I see the centaurs out in force.
Yeah, they're I wouldn't say friendly, but they're good people. They're a good tribe.
Nameless is looking very nervous when you say that, and he sees them, and he says, "I would rather not."
Okay. I'll reach up and help the little folk down off of him.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
We need to talk to them, if nothing else.
Putting the book away.
There's people over there.
Are they friendly?
We'll find out.
Oh, joy.
Last I knew, yes. It's been some years.
I was gonna say.
Right. Well, lead the way. I mean, you're the biggest target.
Do you need a ride?
I mean, we do have tiny legs. And you're, gesture.
Can I pick them up and put them on my shoulders?
Yeah,
We're tiny.
It'd be faster anyway.
yeah. When you pick up Thea, you hear Sabathiel start to rev up.
Stop it. I've got my eye on you.
Boys, you're both pretty.
Why, thank you.
The image you get from Sabathiel is, yeah, but I'm smarter.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You are.
All right.
Nameless takes his bow and starts hoofing it towards the woods.
Keep an eye on his son.
He disappears into the trees.
Well, Philomena should probably stay with Nameless. Actually, I've got a feeling we shouldn't leave him alone.
He's been alone for most of his life. He'll be okay.
I feel like we're supposed to keep an eye on him for some reason. I mean, I like him, and I want to keep an eye on him anyway, but I feel like it's really important.
Your choice, Philomena.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
You have fun with the little ones.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Don't die. Hey, again.
I'm gonna try to teleport away the way that Nameless went.
'Kay.
To try to catch up with him.
You'll not be able to outrun him, but
No, but I want to catch up with him.
yeah, you don't have to dodge around trees. You can just walk through them. So eventually in the woods, you catch up to him. And he doesn't go too far in, but he follows along with the group and has his bow out, so he's keeping an eye on things. He looks over at you and says, "They really don't like me."
I mean, I've been there.
Oh, I suppose you would understand better than the rest of us.
I would.
I guess we'll start trotting that way.
Mm-hmm.
And not coming up on them aggressively. I'm going to try and catch their attention and whatnot.
I mean, you have two people sitting on your shoulders hanging on to your horns.
You might want to pull up what the name of that chieftain is and have it ready to go.
Mm. Well, if nothing else, I cut a specific figure, a memorable figure, and I make a big target.
So, you guys are out in the middle of, there's not really a road, but it is the most open area. There's woods on one side of you, there's water on the other side. And when these centaurs, who are heading more or less in your direction, see you, we'll say there's probably 10 of them. 4 of them break off and start running your way.
Mm-hmm.
As they get closer, you can see, we'll say 2 of the 4 reach behind them and pull out lances and set them and begin charging you.
Whoa, guys, hold on.
So I'm going to need you 3 and Philomena, if you would like, to make me an initiative roll.
Well, can I ask a question for my own benefit?
Sure.
How long ago was I a centaur hunter? Would any of them recognize me, or was that like their ancestors' time?
That was a long time ago.
Okay, good. Just checking.
It was quite a ways. In fact, it's been long enough that you don't remember some of the details.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for.
This is a
Story. No.
good return to form. Iocus has a 30 on initiative.
Well, good.
Challenge accepted.
We need you to talk first.
Let me get my little initiative pad here. So, who rolled what? So, let me write down your new names. And Philomena. All right, so Neville.
23.
23. All right. Thea.
25.
Ooh.
I don't appreciate y'all all getting over 20 so far. Iocus.
30.
I especially don't appreciate that. And Philomena.
21.
I was waiting for 2. I get to add my level, but still 2.
I think we've got plus 10s for our initiative.
Oh, nice.
Put Nameless on the board.
I think my dice was making up for that 1.
Go with the flow. Accept the die roll for what it is. It was meant to be.
Until it's a traitorous fuckboy die.
Joke's on you, they were always traitorous fuckboy die.
I mean, I know. Well, sometimes they're nice. Aside from being pretty.
So, as part of Neville's thing, in case this goes south, once initiative has been rolled, a sorcerer can spend a standard action to gather magical power. So that would be on my turn then.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can spend your action to get one of the listed benefits.
Oh, that would just give me a or for casting a double strength spell with their next standard action. When you gather power, I gain the... Okay.
Yes, so you get the benefit, and you deal double damage for your spell.
Got it. Okay.
Awkward silence. Not surprisingly, Iocus goes first.
Okay.
This is topsy-turvy world. The person with the highest initiative goes last.
You joke, but it's happened.
It's like you missed the window. You overshot the initiative, so...
Shot your wad off a little too quickly there, son. Did I just say shot your wad? We're going to need to edit that out.
Nope. All going in.
Just like that wad. Oh, yeah.
Walked right into that one.
He can take it all.
Go on. So, let me get some figures out here on the board, as it were.
Iocus is on the line.
See, I always feel bad every time I go online and I see these people who have these super creative, like 3D model boards, and they're like, "Look, we captured the pirate fortress, and it's got this thing, and there's a broken ship, and look at all this cool terrain." And all I can think is, you spent 500 hours putting that together, painting it, and it's done in one encounter.
Yeah.
Which is why most times I don't even have a damn board on the table.
Mm-hmm. I like theater of the imagination as well. Like it.
Honestly, if I have a virtual interface, I'm more likely to put more effort into the maps.
Yeah.
But until then, it's about as bare bones as it gets. So there's the three of you. Philomena is...
They're probably on me
yeah,
still.
We're on his shoulders still.
All right, so three of you.
We just can't reach that far.
There's 4 of these guys. And Nameless. Nameless is going to be out here with Philomena. All the way off to the side.
What was that chief's name?
His name was...
Neville.
Yeah, Neville is the chief of all the tribes. That's how you unite them. You kill Neville.
Oh, thank
Genzorg.
Genzorg.
Yes.
May or may not do me any good, but...
All right, so Iocus. These guys are not within punching distance.
Okay.
Even if you took a mighty leap forward, they're not within punching distance.
Yeah, no. One, I'm going to take the little people off my shoulders.
Dropping weapons is a free action.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
I mean, I was contemplating if I could actually throw them or not, but seeing as how I'm wanting to try to keep this non-lethal, I'm going to just basically prepare a defensive action. I don't know what that actually looks like in this system because I don't defend.
You can either prepare an action, which is you give me a trigger, and then your action will go first when that trigger is met.
Okay.
Or you can just go on the defensive, not do anything, and you'll get a bonus to your AC.
I'll go on the defensive, but I will say to these guys, for all that you're worth, all that we can do, try not to attack. If you do have to defend yourself non-lethally. We don't want their bloods on our hands. Defend.
All right. So, Iocus, you take a defensive stance.
Mm-hmm. AC-wise, what does that do for me? +4?
I believe it gives you a +4 to your AC.
All right.
And that may not quite be correct, but I don't have the book in front of me, so I'll double check it later.
That's how we'll run at this encounter, and
yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
The 2 lancers drop their spears, their lances, and start charging towards you. The other two loose some bows off of their backs. And they're right, Iocus, you are the biggest target, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to catch an arrow, maybe. That is a 28 versus AC.
That will hit.
Yep, so 13 damage.
Okay.
It's particularly painful, but what Iocus realizes, that moment where you get shot, you reach up to pull the arrow out, the arrow has bounced off of you and is on the ground. It has a fouling tip on it, which is a blunt tip designed to injure rather than kill.
Okay. Hey, great news, everybody. They're not trying to kill us. Ow!
Having said that, it still hurts like hell. Thea. A couple more arrows come flying past.
Are they within close range?
No.
No. Okay.
They are, if there's range band wise, if there's engaged, which is right next to you, and close, which is basically your average
30 feet.
combat zone, they are long, very long.
So the jousters are long, the archers very long. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ready Holy Wrath, since it's my least amount of damage in one go attack, and just gotta get behind Iocus, so he's literally a living shield.
I think you probably could just say that whatever you level, your aim is not to kill. Maybe just like target their weapons or something like that.
Yeah, unless you have something, I would say, like I catch them on fire kind of thing.
Like all of Neville's stuff could do.
Then perhaps maybe not.
But I think I've got a plan for Neville. So
That's non-lethal fire. Thank you very much. I just want to roast their chestnuts.
That's not where their nuts are.
Look, my options here are melee, which is I teleport a target to another target and make them hit it.
Yeah, you're not in melee range.
Yeah, range attack, which depends on what I roll, what happens. And then the close attack, which is just 5 ongoing.
So you're gonna say you're gonna ready an attack for
I'm gonna
when
ready attack if they get up close and personal.
Okay.
Because I'm hiding behind Iocus.
Neville.
All right, so Neville, start of each of his turns, rolls a d10. If it's less than the escalation die, he transforms. However, there is no escalation die on the field right now, right?
Correct.
Okay, so
Spoilers, though. Jeez.
I'll forego that.
I don't care.
No, I mean I will forego rolling the d10.
No, I want you to roll it. No, I don't care.
Well, look at that. It's above a 0. Just barely, though. That was a 1. And then he is actually going to go ahead and use his action to gather power. It doesn't have to be aggressive, but it does mean that his next spell cast will be with a standard action will be double strength. And since there is no escalation die, he gains a benefit, and that benefit right now is gain a +2 to all defenses until the start of your next turn. So he is just kind of shaping the elements to shield himself from any harm.
What's with you guys striking defensive poses, man?
We're geeks and librarians.
Yeah, that's enough to freak out one of these bowmen. So I think Neville's gonna take the hit this time. There's a 21 versus AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so you take 13 damage as well. We'll say it doesn't quite hit you square in the head, but it hits you like they're aiming a little high, and it hits you in the back of the head. But it is likewise an arrow designed not to kill. It's what you would hunt game with, like rabbits and birds.
Don't want to ruin the pelt.
Yeah. Philomena. Nameless is looking at you, looking at them, looking at you, back and forth. What do we do?
Well, they're attacking our friends. Well, not my. Well, two of my friends.
So we leave an opening for Dad to attack?
I'm going to attack.
Oh. Okay.
You can do what you think you need to do.
I'm not going to let them see me.
That's probably a good idea. Me, on the other hand, I don't really have anything I can do but charge in there.
Okay.
Okay?
He
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, he unslings his bow.
Yes, you provide cover from back here.
I can do that.
That's a good idea. But kind of move after you shoot an arrow so they don't know where it's coming from.
I know.
Okay. Just checking.
Not the first time I've been in combat.
I survived for like 8 years on my own.
Okay.
Uphill, both
I'm
ways.
gonna start charging at
Okay.
one of them.
So who are you going after?
One of the ones with the bow.
Okay. So you can get about halfway to them. So you three see Philomena come running out of the woods. And since we never really described it, what kind of weapon is Philomena using?
I have a spirit blade.
What kind of blade?
Yeah, what kind of blade? Is that like a knife? Is it a
Axe? Is it a... Axes have
Don't look
blades?
so offended when someone suggests you use an axe.
An axe is no fun.
Okay.
Says someone who's never been axe throwing before.
That is true.
I was going to say, an entire decade of slasher movies has told me that is incorrect.
Don't be an axe hole.
You can always use it to say, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is an axe throwing thing here in town. Might be Gary needs to take you to it.
We should all go sometime.
Yeah, you heard that. If you're in San Angelo and you run an axe throwing business, we would be happy to accept your sponsorship.
I know the owner.
Get a sponsorship.
Yeah, get us a sponsorship. Anyway, back to combat. What does your spirit blade look like?
And is it an axe?
Or a sword. Or a dagger. A bastard sword. That'd be fitting.
Only if Iocus was wielding it.
No.
I'm really friends with Ray. Don't worry, guys.
We just like to pick on her.
Come on, the longest part of your turn should not be determining what your weapon looks like.
I'm giving you guys chances to name everything you can.
5 more?
It is a katana.
Because of course it is.
You're one of them.
One of them what? I'm not a gas.
Anyway.
Anyways, is a katana that it has the shiny aura around it like I do.
Okay.
A vapory katana.
Gassy. Gassy katana.
So Philomena comes charging out of the woods, weapon drawn, ready to take on the world.
Yes. Because I was not near him when he said no lethal damage. I just see them attacking my friends.
So, this guy with the lance is going to start moving, pick up speed, and slam into Iocus. It was a 26 versus AC.
It does.
Okay. Let's see. That is 20 damage. And it is actually going to pop you free of engagement from him and knock you back.
Okay.
Would that trigger us our ready
Yes.
actions?
I don't have a ready to action. You do.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Okay, cool.
Was that including your bonus to defense? Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. I'm at 23 AC right now.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Okay, so my Holy Wrath is going to go off. 17 versus MD. Wait, 18 versus MD.
Versus MD is a hit. So what does your Holy Wrath look like before we get into the effect?
So, she has her hand up and it's glowing kind of golden. It looks like there's a little eyeball with a wing and a half of a halo that's inscribed with a lot of words in some language. It's really small, so it's hard to read, but it's like encasing her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Holy Wrath goes off, a golden bolt of light just hits this guy. And he gets 5 ongoing holy damage.
That is number 2.
Very glad I'm not near that.
You probably should be.
No.
No, I mean, you should be glad you're not near that.
Oh, yes.
It's just holy damage. It's not like you're a ghost and vulnerable to these sorts of...
I mean,
too soon?
Yeah. But at least he said the ghost word,
So
not gas.
And Thea lets out a little squeak after this goes off.
Second Lancer's going to pull that same trick on Thea and just start charging up. And, honestly, the Lance is the least of what he's hitting you with. He looks like he's trying to trample you more than anything. That is a 25 versus AC.
Yeah, that's going to hit me.
Boy, you've been rolling good.
Yeah, I am. That is a 20 damage. And that likewise throws you back out of engagement of him. Both of the centaurs take a moment when they hit you, and they just start to break off to go different ways so that they can get out of your engagement range. Nameless, meanwhile, is going to take a shot on the one that is picking on Thea. Which is a hit. And he does some damage. And when that happens, Thea, that you hear his bowstring slap as he releases the arrow. If you've ever heard a signal arrow where it whistles, it starts doing that before it rapidly becomes like the screech of a bird of prey, which hits that lancer and continues on into you. And when you do, some of your pain goes away and you heal 5 hit points. And you don't need to spend any recoveries for it.
Now I have to math.
Philomena is probably the only one close enough to hear Nameless go, "What was that?" But now it's Iocus' turn. We are back to the top of the initiative.
Okay.
The escalation die is now on the board
Yay.
at a value of 1. So just to recap for everyone listening, the escalation die adds to people's attacks, mostly the players, just to keep things moving forward as the rounds go up.
All right. What is this centaur's number?
So the one closest to you is number 1.
Okay.
He's the one with the lance.
All right. I am going to move up and engage with the storm gathering at sea. So I'm going to be attacking him for, let's see, Dex is 8 plus level 12 plus escalation die is 13 plus 1 plus 14. Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh no.
All right. Well, on a hit, it is jab plus strength. Well, my jab right now is 46. This is greeting fist as well, since this is the first attack on him. Right there. And it's going to do plus 1 damage. Oh, that's 16, 19, 27. This is non-lethal damage.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit with a melee attack, you can pop them free. If you do, reroll any damage that came up as a natural 1. So I will pop him free from me. That was an 8. Alright. And it came up as a natural 1 again. So 10, 18, 24, 27, plus 1, 28. And then how do crits work?
Doubled.
56 damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal to him.
Well, that is number 2.
That was number 2.
So, yeah. So this Lancer goes to wheel around. Iocus steps in front of him and...
Mongo no light course.
just open hand slaps him to the ground. He goes human face first into the dirt.
As opposed to his horse face.
Yes. That's the other end. And does not get up.
And I will cry, no! We're friends, crack!
Yeah. So Iocus puts one of these guys just directly into the dirt. The other Lancer kind of starts kicking and jerking back. The two archers are going to let out cries of surprise, and both of them are going to train bows on
Yeah,
Iocus.
that was coming.
Those of you who are facing towards all of these guys, which at this point should be all of you, you can see that there were 4 of these. Mm. There are now 6 more riding your way.
After I smack him, I'm gonna try and raise my hands and say, like, no, hold on. Can I make a diplomacy check?
Maybe on your next turn.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after you've...
Or intimidate, either one.
So, you're going to get an arrow. Oof.
Me? As
No.
in Philomena?
No. The guy that just slapped down.
So, you see this archer go to pull an arrow, fumble, pull another arrow, and shoot, and when it whizzes past you into the dirt, that one's got a broad head on it.
Oh my.
It's not a fouling tip anymore.
I think I made him mad.
Thea. You just watched Iocus open hand palm an entire centaur warrior into the dirt.
As much as she could from being prone.
Uh,
She's probably prone.
So it is your turn.
Thea's gonna cough and get her breath back and try to get back up. And you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to use Warlock's Curse on... Is that number 1?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, number 1's getting Warlock's Curse to the face.
That Lancer that didn't get knocked into the dirt.
Yeah, the other guy.
Remember, the escalation die is at a 1.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Dirty 20, and it hits 1d6 nearby enemies.
Well, there's only one nearby.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay, that is a hit.
So that's 12 holy damage.
And any other effect?
It only hit one target, so it doesn't do the other effects. She is trying to be non-lethal,
Okay.
but she is a little annoyed. So the halo thing around her hand changes configuration, and then shoots off another golden bolt at this guy.
Somehow the eye that has no eyebrow appearing behind her looks angry.
To be fair, Sabathiel appears angry no matter what.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is because he has no eyebrows and just is a gigantic, slitted eyeball.
I mean, if I could, I'd draw him some.
Didn't you already draw him?
No, I meant, like,
Oh,
Thea. Thea, not
Thea would
Stephanie.
take,
Thea.
Thea takes a marker and just... There, you're
Why
happy
is he
eye
smiling?
now. It's creepier when he smiles. So Neville.
All right. So, start of my turn, going to roll for Infernal Transformation. And that is a
1 or less.
2.
Aha. You successfully hold the beast at bay.
Yes. So he is going to use his power from Gather Power, and he is going to try to unleash his close attack, which is Chaos Magic, against the Lancer that is right there.
All right.
The one that Thea just zapped with the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
My Sabathiel be healed. This hurts.
That is a...
He does many things. Healing is not one of them.
That is going to... Oh, wait. This I need to roll a d6 to see what it's against first. So this will be against his mental defense.
Mm-hmm.
And does an 18 hit.
It does.
All right. So he is going to take 18 random type damage. So now I'm going to roll a d4. Come here, you little peasant die.
So for those of you listening at home, to justify Steve's obsessive buying of dice, I gave him a character that rolls against random defenses and does random types of damage. So every roll is, in fact, 3 to 5 rolls.
And that is going to be a 1. So this is cold damage.
Okay.
And that is going to be 18 cold damage.
Oh my.
And also non-lethal, but basically freezing his legs together is how I imagine he's trying to do it.
All right.
Not that it has any, other effect. Do not trigger, because I did not roll a natural 16 up, so I don't get my second thing, because Neville, if he rolls high enough, can chain stuff together, but does not get that.
All right. So, Neville, you try to freeze this thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was 36 damage because of Gather Power.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He down.
That is, in fact, enough to bring him down. So, Neville freezes the second one's legs together and, in perhaps the greatest instance of tied his shoelaces when he goes to run, he just trips and falls on his face and is trying to kick his legs, but they are locked in this ice block.
I like to imagine that Neville just keeps pouring it on and basically freezes him to the middle of the human torso up. Or down. Freeze his face so he can't breathe. That's non-lethal. And then he's going to go ahead and move. He's going to probably stick close to Iocus. Like, oh, you're pretty good at taking hits. I'm not.
All right, Philomena.
Am I within close range of both the bow?
You can take a move action to get there.
Okay, I want to move to where they're both in close range.
Do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt spiritual aggression.
As you do, one of them is going to hang his bow and pull a spear from a holster on his side and intercept you. You are still...
When someone intercepts me, I stomp on them for 1d4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
No! Stop!
So what does your stomp look like, and how are you getting it?
From my iron shod boots?
Okay. So you have a magic item.
Yes.
Okay.
And so when somebody intercepts me, magically my foot gets brought up and down very hard onto them. Or, no, better
Kick
yet.
him in the shin.
I was going to say, better yet, it magically moves my foot to kick them wherever it happens to land.
So this centaur tries to stomp you into the ground, and you just kick it right in the shins.
Yeah.
All right.
Whew.
Max
4
damage.
But you are still within close range of both of them.
Okay. So let's see if I get to use both of them. Nope. I only get one of them.
So what are you using?
Womp womp.
Spiritual aggression.
Okay, so let me know what the attack is before you start rolling for things.
I already said that.
No, you didn't.
That one.
She did. She did. Say it.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I said I'm going to attack with my spiritual aggression.
I didn't.
That was just your normal aggression, he assumed.
I guess.
All I heard was I'm gonna roll to see what I do.
Oh, no.
So
No,
okay.
She said then you intercepted her.
The audio's right there. You'll be able to hear your mistake and you'll feel stupid.
Don't taunt the GM when he's got 6 more centaurs and wait.
If I felt stupid for every mistake I made, you guys wouldn't have a game.
Oh.
I feel that.
So it's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay. So, I guess my question is, it says spiritual aggression plus 10 versus PD.
Correct.
Do I roll and add that and add
Yeah.
10 to it?
Yep. Roll a d20.
Check.
And I know it's been.
It's been a while.
We've played a few different settings.
12 versus PD.
Does not hit.
She was like, "Can I spend an action
I
point?"
was-
Does it have
do
a
I have any action
Does it have a miss effect?
No.
Okay.
So here's the bad news.
Uh-huh.
No, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. It cannot take that. It can't take the action I was thinking of.
Okay.
My bad. So,
Okay.
what does your failed spiritual aggression look like? Is it just you glaring at them angrily? or-
Yes. Because it did not work. So they don't see anything else other than me standing there glaring at them.
That's fair. All right. So, Nameless is up again. He is going to take another shot. Well, you've put those two down. He's going to take a shot at the bowman who is about to shoot Philomena, which is to say the one she is not engaged with, which is a hit. And you are the only nearby ally. So number 3 is going to take some damage. When Nameless shoots that arrow, it likewise screams like a bird of prey and hits him. But as it passes by you, that bird lands on your shoulder, and you have damage resistance. All damage 14 plus until the end of your next turn.
So you can cut it in half if you roll for 14 or more.
Well, if they roll an attack that is under 14 on the die, you take half damage even if it hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Those of you who are now in a position to observe this, which is to say the 3 of you who are not currently engaged, you can look over and see Nameless just right in the woods. He has a look of utter confusion on his face. But the good news, it's now round 3, which means the escalation die is a 2.
How can I get up there to them?
2 move actions.
Okay.
So
So I will take 2 move actions to engage number 2. Put me to the side of it, though. No. I don't know if it matters, because I can use a quick action to do a breath weapon.
What does your breath weapon target? A single individual?
It says close quarters breath weapon attack is a quick action using my highest ability score against one nearby enemy's PD.
So
My highest score would be Dex.
mechanically, it doesn't matter what's on the board. You're only targeting a single person.
So I'm targeting him.
Is that a 1?
Yes.
That's a 1. Yeah.
Oh man, too bad we're not playing a system where that matters.
Yep. A 9 does not target his PD, correct? Well, plus my level. 13 does not.
No.
So,
So
14 does not hit, right?
what Philomena and Thea and Nameless see is Iocus run up and start breathing fire. It's fire, right?
What's the great gold worm?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then yes.
I just didn't remember if we had determined it was something.
I wasn't sure if it was fire or lightning.
It's fire.
Okay.
And that may be subject to change. If so, I'll overdub the audio here.
Lightning.
Yeah.
Fire.
It does fire damage. Yeah, but what Neville sees is very clearly dragon fire. It has a different consistency.
I was gonna ask, is he just in his pants?
No, it's just heavy breathing.
Yeah, dragon fire has a different consistency and burn pattern and is very distinct from normal fire.
Yeah, you geek.
You nerd.
He's like,
Says the person who lives with books. And I mean lives with in
the biblical sense?
the biblical sense. As in literal Bible.
Following you around.
This one next to Iocus is going to rear up and try and hit you in the face.
It was not engaged with me, right?
It is the one that is not engaged with you.
Okay.
So it gets to make 2 kick attacks. The first being a 27 versus
That'll
PD. And an 18 versus PD.
That will not hit.
So you take 5 damage
Okay.
and get knocked free. And he's going to knock you over there. Then
Call
he
me
is,
Chumbawamba.
he is going to start circling around and getting some distance to pull an arrow and shoot you. Thea.
They're not within my long range.
No. Yeah, everything is at least 2 moves away from you.
But you can move and be in long range, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing I'm gonna move, because I can't do anything else.
Sure.
I mean,
Run my
It's
step a
just
little
one
ways.
move action to get within long range,
Yes.
right?
Correct. So you are now within close range of one guy.
See, isn't long range... Oh, very long is 2 move bands.
Yes.
Can't catch you. I'm still reacquainting to the system.
Yeah. And I imagine after 4 months off, there will be some of that.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about it. But by next session, you guys had better be on your fucking game, is all I'm saying.
Oh, we're all gonna die. It's fine.
you've
Fine.
met us.
Yeah, that's why my expectations are so high. You've lasted this long.
I guess I'm gonna do Warrock's Curse again.
Yeah.
Six. 12 is an 18 against MD.
That is a hit.
And there's only one guy I can hit, right?
What's the... Is it...
It's 1d6 nearby enemies. And then if I hit
yeah, there's
three
only,
or more targets, I get to roll a d8.
yeah, there's only one nearby.
So 12 holy damage to one dude.
He is going to be divinely seared.
Oh, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Is that one near me?
Yeah, that's the one that's right near
Oh.
Philomena.
Hey, we still not letting Sabathiel do a thing. Because
Yeah.
that's, what, 44 holy damage.
Oh.
And I don't have to roll for it.
Yeah, so Philomena, you go to close in with this guy, and there's just a bolt of searing energy.
Oof.
We'll say within like a foot of it, whatever you are just dissipates, and then the bolt passes by. It's probably a bad idea for you to get close to that.
Yeah.
I wasn't aiming for you.
Neville.
All right, rolling for Infernal Transformation, needing a 2 or lower. Ooh, that's a 1.
Ruh-roh. So what does your infernal transformation look like?
So you see, actually Neville's behind everyone, so no one's probably actually looking at him. But he doubles over a little bit. It's like, no, 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 no. And his eyes go bright red, and just his little gnome teeth, which would normally be like very human teeth, just get all fangly, and you see, no one sees this, but tiefling-esque horns
You,
just
the
like
audience, see this.
start with a sickening like sound just coming out of his forehead and hooking upward, and his robes just start billowing, and his legs snap into a disintegrate or configuration, and he just his skin just goes completely like fire red, and he's going to just kind of shake and say, well, now we're playing with fire. And he is going to use, let's see, that would be a close attack to use that ability.
Yeah, so you'll have to move up to have any targets.
There's a better play using his ranged attack.
Which is still available to you.
Yeah, which is still available to him. So he's going to go ahead and do that. It is... Now, it doesn't have a range listed on it. Would I still be able to hit the guy that's far away?
What's the...
It just says ranged attack, surge plus 10 versus AC up to 2 enemies.
Yeah, so that one does not have a range.
Okay, so I can hit them both from here.
Correct.
Okay, so this is versus AC. Do I roll separately for each enemy?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. First, this one will be for the one that is engaged with Philomena.
Holy damage.
Really?
That is going to be, what's the escalation die?
2.
2. So that is going to be a 17 versus AC.
That does not hit.
Okay, so miss. I heal 6 HP.
Mm-hmm.
So I will write that down in a bit here. Versus the second one. That is a 8 plus. So that should be 3 more than that. So that would be this 20 versus dirty 20.
That is a hit.
Okay, and that is going to do 10. That's also going to be cold damage. It's a cold day out.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a cold day in hell. And we're just it's what this is going to be. He's trying to loose another arrow at Iocus. His bowstring is going to start to freeze over.
All right. So that Lancer that's engaged with Philomena, he's going to try and kick you.
Okay.
Does a 20 versus your PD hit you?
Yes.
And I forgot to see, he only gets 1 attack. So 5 damage, and he pops you free. And starts running back towards reinforcements.
So... But that is not him attempting to disengage with me.
No, he has an automatic disengage.
Okay.
Which is what popping free means.
And it was 5 damage?
5 damage. But it is your turn.
Oh, I also wanted to move forward.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I forgot to say something.
So is he a nearby enemy?
Yeah. We'll say there's 2 nearby enemies.
So I am going to attempt my spiritual aggression again.
Nice of you to call out the attack.
It's a 3 on the die.
For
1d3 nearby enemies.
Alright, so it's 1 and 2 is a 1. 3 and 4 is a 2.
Okay, so I can attack both.
Yes.
Do I have to roll for both?
Yes, you roll 2 separate attacks.
Okay, so
Against number 3.
number 3.
Escalation die is at a 2.
So that's 17 versus PD.
That is a hit.
And 31 versus PD.
Oh my.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Yeah,
I think you overshot it.
I'll allow it. I guess. Yes, that hits both.
It's 15 negative energy damage to both.
Oh my.
I didn't know about the non-lethal, so... And then since the escalation die is even,
Mm-hmm.
I can teleport to engage with one of the targets that was hit.
Okay. So this time, what does your attack look like, and who are you teleporting to?
Okay, so this time my spiritual aggression looks like lightning. You know, shooting from my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to teleport to number 3. Because we were recently engaged.
He fled.
Did you break it off?
He fled from that engagement.
Yes. Yes.
She just won't let him go.
Nope. Nope.
Does
Nope.
that make him part of the runaway tribe? Anyway, moving on.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget, whenever you deal damage to people,
You gain
Oh,
health.
yes. No. Oh, yeah. If I have a natural 14 plus on the attack roll, which I did. So half the damage, I heal, set. Hey, I'm back up to full health.
so what is it, while we're talking about things, what does it look like when Philomena drains life out of people?
So, you know, the lightning I just dealt, it comes back to my hand red. Because, you know, I sucked their blood.
You don't have blood.
Yeah, you don't... You're
You drain their
Let
life
me
force.
be the ghost that I want to be, and it comes back red.
it can
We
come back
think
red.
about the cutting back
Yeah,
red.
Yeah, it can be like a misty
It's
red.
the suck the blood thing.
It can be a red vapor.
Yes, it's the blood vapor that's turning it red. Nameless is going to try something. So he gets to roll 2 d20s.
Oh my.
Perfect. He goes to shoot, and when he does, there's just this deafening roar. Iocus probably recognizes it as a bear. Just roar. Mechanically, the escalation die goes up.
Oh my.
If you would like, these guys are completely and entirely freaked out by it. One of you, gets a free intimidation roll.
On one hand, Iocus is like the most physically imposing. On the other, this fucking tiny little gnome just turned into a
Tasmanian devil.
actual devil.
I'm good either way.
So 3, 2, 1, pick one.
Let's do Iocus since you actually get a charisma or whatever.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Would it be charisma?
I would say either charisma or strength.
I'll use strength. That's better.
Charisma was your dumb stat, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was. And I'm going to use Spike Jack background.
Okay.
I think that's fitting. 10. That's 15.
15 total.
Yeah.
All right. So
5 on the die.
what we're gonna say
Boom, 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 boom.
happens is Iocus steps up, strikes a particularly intimidating pose, and about that time, 6 other centaurs ride up, and we'll say most of them are carrying lances, spears, or bows, but one of them has a poleaxe, and he just kind of like butts his way to the front of the group. And says, "Ha! I knew it was you. And he just runs up and gives Iocus a big hug.
I'll hug him back. What took you so long? I had to knock out one of your guys.
Oh, they thought it would be funny.
Yeah, it was.
You're having a hard time placing a name for this guy.
Yeah.
Not to say all centaur look alike, but
It's been years, and they've had a chance to grow and look differently. And
this is an older centaur. He, shoulders his poleaxe and says, "I said to myself, there's only one minotaur I know that's dumb enough to come back here to the plains, and that worked out real well for us last time."
Yeah. As good of a time this time as it was last.
Oh no, last time we were using real arrows.
One of your guys did.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, I must have been mistaken. I'm sorry, and I'll look at him and be like,
You owe me, bitch.
yeah, exactly. No, it grabbed the wrong one, clearly.
The Thea and Philomena, they don't seem like they're attacking you. In fact, the ones that you were fighting have circled back up and are now kind of not hiding, but they're strategically positioning themselves behind people who have not been damaged.
Can I try and restrain the little devil?
Oh, he's not physically violent.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had lost control.
How long does it take for Neville to revert?
It doesn't until the end of the battle, so he's already changing back. If the battle's over, he's like, and he just like rubs where the horns were coming. I was like, oh, I really, really hate that. I really hate it. Really hate it.
Little man got horny.
And he like stretches, like one of his legs is still kind of disintegrated, and he like just has to like
pull it across,
snap it back into place. And
poor guy. Pat.
Yes. Would you mind letting my men up, please? He points to the two that are on the ground.
Neville will carefully thaw out the ice on the one that he had frozen.
Make a quick strength check. Oh, that's a nat 20. I'm going to pick the centaur up and start tracking him back over.
Yeah, you probably can't get him over your shoulders, but you can, hook his legs over your shoulders and
then drag him.
Well, if I didn't know for sure it was you beforehand, seeing that cemented it in my mind. So, tell me, while we're waiting for him to wake up, what are you doing back in the plains? Finally come to take the reins of a tribe yourself?
Yes and no. I'm back to see the boy. How's he doing?
Which boy?
My boy. The one I left in y'all's care. Groom for leadership. That boy.
Oh, there
Nameless.
was an incident.
Oh, a son of mine having an incident.
I know, shocking, isn't it?
What kind of incident was had?
It's probably best for the chief to explain it.
Okay.
We're out hunting. He points up at the sky. We're looking for the source of whatever this is.
Hey, us too.
We're technically in neutral terrain, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Indeed. So, if we were to find my son, would there be a truce for now until I can talk with the chief? If I put my name on it, guaranteeing there'd be no more incidents?
Well, let me put it this way. I don't have any interest in shooting down an unarmed boy. I can't say the same for the chief.
What'd he do? Did he sleep with his wife or something?
That probably would have been preferable.
Did he sleep with his... I don't know. God.
It's not my place to speak on the chief's decisions.
Okay, so we shouldn't find my son, is what you're saying.
I'm saying I don't have a problem pretending he's not who he is for your sake.
Oh, well, that said, I have a centaur guide.
Having said that, I can't guarantee his safety once we reach tribal lands, you understand?
Of course.
If anybody officially asks, I'll have to take him into custody. And he'll probably be executed, since he was told not to return on pain of death.
Ah, yes, well, I'll ask my guide if he wants to come along or if he wants to wait here.
Yeah. Well, we've been out here for 2 days, and I don't think we've found anything worthwhile. Actually, seeing you is more of an omen than anything else.
Our goal is to align. We're trying to find something to end this as well.
Excellent. I recall you having an astute tactical mind.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I don't just run in and hit things anymore. Sometimes I wait. You saw. I let you come to hit me first.
Well, let me...
Before we go too much further, I know you don't deal with outsiders very well. Can you at least grant protection for these fine folk?
I'm assuming they're under your protection, so I'm not willing to press further, especially considering what you did to the youngsters. Not that we couldn't take you if necessary. I just...
Why waste the strength?
We did this dance years and years ago when you were going around to the different tribes, so...
I'm older, and I appreciate not being that sore.
They said they thought they could take you. I thought it would be a good object lesson.
What was his name? I'm pointing to the guy that I'm dragging.
Well, I'm considering actually taking his name from him.
Oh no, don't do that. I think the shame of this will last a long time.
Well, let me revive this man, at which point he turns over and just gives him a kick, which doesn't wake him up. I'll have to be more thorough in my revivification methods. Kicks him again. Go talk to your guide, who I assume is the one shooting us from the trees.
Yes.
He points at Neville. Is that under control?
You're under control, right, little man?
As long as no one hits me with any more arrows, I should be A-okay.
Right.
I think he's good.
Excellent. We'll be over here. And he walks like 2 steps away from you.
I'll make my way to Nameless. So...
I have no idea what that was. I didn't do it on purpose.
No. It's what, the bear?
Whatever that was.
Huh. Well, that was cool. You're gonna have to figure that out, because that's not normal. But, that being said, I know that guy. And they're trying to stop the weather too. And he said he can pretend that you're not who you are. Theoretically. At least until we reach tribal lands. Then he can't guarantee your safety. Do you want to come along? Do you want to risk that? Or do you want to stay in neutral territory?
as long as he's willing to overlook it, that's fine. I know some of the terrain in the area, so if I need to make an escape, I think I can.
Perfect. I'd much rather have you along because there's only one way we settle this with the chief. Well, 2 ways, but I'd rather not kill him. So,
yeah.
I like him.
No, I remember.
What the fuck did you do?
I don't
They said that they would have rather that you slept with the chieftain's wife. So now you've got to tell me.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, I'm not letting this go.
And that's fine. But
It's going to come out one way or the other. Whether it's you or the chief. You tell me. You get to put your own spin on it first.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh my. Something a teenager doesn't want to talk about with their dad.
I imagine this whole incident was
Whoa.
just someone walked in and was like, "You're nameless, it's time to go earn your name." And he's "Don't come in!" How does he even reach back there?
I'm not touching that one.
Be
That would
extra
probably
weird.
be good, as you were the father.
Exactly.
He
So,
he says it's not embarrassing, if that's what you're thinking.
okay. All right. Good.
I accidentally insulted all of the Tiger Chiefs
Oh, that's impressive.
at the same time.
Oh, wow. Even I couldn't do that. How?
I want you to hear what the chief says first, and then
Okay.
I'll,
All right. This ought to be good.
I'll correct him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You're about to make me proud, son.
I'll take things I've never heard from my dad for 500.
Wah, wah. Hello, son.
So I think that's where we'll leave off for tonight. It's all of you guys
Not dying.
not dying for one, but coming out with Nameless. The leader of this patrol sees him and kind of gives an appropriate amount of side eye, but then greets him as guide and turns to his men. That one that you knocked out is slowly getting back up. Someone is on either side of him, helping him walk. His legs are still unsteady.
You okay, boy?
He gives you a nod. Yeah, just hangs his head, keeps walking.
Step right up to get knocked right down.
And as we close for tonight, you guys are walking away with a small herd of centaur, and the thunder and lightning pick up, and just huge fat raindrops start falling.
Nice.
Everybody gets wet but me.
Mm-hmm. I feel bad for that one centaur, though, because thinking about it, he's this young, hot buck. He's like, yeah, and he rides me down with that damn lance, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm hot shit. And then just crack. That
He
poor
ate
guy.
the entire shit.
Yeah.
Yes, he ate all the shit indeed. That took him from full hit points to none hit points in one hit.
That would have taken me to none.
That did take me too.
Not me. It would have staggered me, but oof.
Oof, indeed. So, you guys didn't die.
I think
Yay.
Iocus just sponsored an F-bomb for that guy.
Well, for the lowly sum of $5, you two can sponsor an F-bomb in Iocus' name.
Yes.
So yeah, This is our last episode of the night. We tend to record in 3-episode batches. It's been 4 months for us since we played.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel?
Coming back home.
I missed the escalation die.
Yeah, me too. Although, to be fair, I very much miss action points.
I might look in in season 4, giving you guys action points. Having said that, strangely, I'm at any given time I have between $2,000 and $5,000 worth of RPG books that I'm reading personally, and almost universally in every new system that I look at, the escalation die from 13th Age is a home rule in some way, shape, form, or fashion. For like Fantasy Age, it gives you extra stunt points every round. For other ones, it gives you some bonuses like it does here. One of them, it's for every 3, so 1 through 3 and 4 through 6, you get 1 free reroll. So there's all kinds of neat stuff. It's we've been playing in our off season a number of diceless GM games. So it's weird for me to have to pick up dice, but
Aside from annoying Ray.
yeah, I steal all of Ray's good rolls. That's what she gets for sitting next to me.
That can be changed.
You can sit wherever you want. I don't care.
But, like Steve said, and like we've talked about before, the fact that the escalation die keeps things brief. Like, they guarantee it's going to get so damn deadly that something's going to happen.
Yeah, either you guys will die or finish them off quickly.
Yeah.
So, cool. It's fun to be back, getting back into the groove of recording. You guys have any plugs you wanna do aside from like, subscribe, download, review, donate?
Check out Steph's art.
Yeah, check out.
It's been a while since we plugged her.
Yeah.
Well, for some.
Fuck y'all.
I was trying to do something nice.
You were. You ruined it.
You fool.
Technically, I was the one who laughed.
I was gonna say Steve's face.
Yeah, but the problem is, and I've always ran into this, whether I intend to or not, something about my brain, I will always phrase things in a way that is unintentionally dirty. Yep.
What a coincidence. I always phrase things in ways that are intentionally dirty. Right. So, do all that fun stuff. I'll put links in the show notes as usual. And having said all that, it's good to be back. Thanks for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.